Maharaj visited Vrindavan for the first time in 1987 and immediately got attracted to everything about Vrindavan. And later, Maharaj decided to make Vrindavan as his base. For many years, Maharaj has been serving our ISKCON Vrindavan in different capacities. Maharaj is extensively traveling in USA, Canada, UAE, Philippines, Mauritius, and many other parts of the world in spreading Krishna consciousness. So we will welcome Maharaj lovingly and loudly, chanting three times Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hari Hari. First of all, I'd like to thank you all coming.
Shall we bring it here?
Yeah. First of all, I'd like to thank you all for coming. Must be heavy work today. Still working day, right? And for some of you tomorrow also, I believe will be also working. We just came from Vrindavan, arrived last night in Dubai. And yeah, happy again to be back here. We come almost yearly. It's part of our tour on the way to North America, US and Canada, and also some parts of Europe. We just came also a few days ago from UK and Ireland. So this is the usual route that we come here. But some of you I have not seen for some time. Baharupa Prabhu is in Dubai now, isn't he? He's in India. Baharupa Prabhu, an old friend. And usually we go to Sharon Rup Spurti. So again, thank you all for coming in spite of your very busy schedule. We'll just chant a little bit and then we'll proceed to the discourse. We're asked to speak upon devotee relationship and association. I think this is very vital, especially for those who are practicing Krishna consciousness for many years, and also for the new ones who just now come and embark on their spiritual life. Yes? Always very important. Lord Shiva says, worship of Lord Vishnu is great. But better than worship of Lord Vishnu is worship of his devotees. So the importance of devotees cannot be overemphasized. It's always going to be there. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Giribharadhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Radha Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Simate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyavati Paschatya Deshatarine Om Jnana Timirandasya Gyanam Gyana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaya Dati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Se Juta Parakamalam Shri Guru Vaisnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sadvadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakampitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhano Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha kalpatarubhyascha Kripa sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Ek more time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 So, as we mentioned earlier, this evening we're going to speak upon about the devotee relationship and also the value of association amongst devotees. I'm going to read here from the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 18, Text 13. Tulayama livanapi na swargam na punarvavam bhagavat sangi sangasya martyanam kim uta shisha. Translation. And yes, translation. This is the sages to Sutta Goswami. They're planning to have 1,000 years of sacrifice prior to the Kali Yuga, because they know that Kali Yuga is the age of strife The age of chaos is most troublesome compared to the other three ages, Satya, Treta, and Dwapara. They're very concerned about the people or the human beings, especially in Kali Yuga. So this is what they said. The value of a moment's association with the devotee of the Lord cannot even be compared to the attainment of heavenly planets or liberation from matter. And what to speak of worldly benedictions in the form of material prosperity, which are for those who are meant for death. Let's see what Prabhupada says here. I'm going to go to the Srimad Bhagavatam. Hmm. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Let me see. Oh, yes, here. First canto, chapter 18, text 13. Commentary or purport. When there are some similar points, it is possible to compare one thing to another. One cannot compare the association of pure devotee to anything material. Men who are addicted to material happiness aspire to reach the heavenly planets like the moon, Venus, and Indraloka. And those who are advanced in material philosophical speculations aspire after liberation from all material bondage. When one becomes frustrated with all kinds of material advancement, one desires the opposite type of liberation, which is called apunar bhava, or no rebirth. But the pure devotees of the Lord do not aspire after the happiness obtained in the heavenly kingdom, nor do they aspire after liberation from material bondage. In other words, for the pure devotees of the Lord, the material pleasures obtainable in the heavenly planets are like phantasmagoria, and because they are already liberated from all material conceptions of pleasure and distress, they are factually liberated even in the material world. This means that the pure devotees of the Lord are engaged in a transcendental existence, namely in the loving service of the Lord, both in the material world and in the spiritual world. Hmm. Says here, devotional service is eternal. It has no end because it is spiritual. Therefore, since the assets of a pure devotee are completely different from material assets, there is no comparison between the two. Sutta Goswami was a pure devotee of the Lord, and therefore his association with the rishis in Naimisaranya is unique. In the material world, association with gross materialists is veritably condemned. The materialist is called Yoshit Shangi, or one who is much attached to material entanglement, women, and other paraphernalia. Such attachment is conditioned because it drives away the benedictions of life and prosperity. And just the opposite is Bhagavat Sangi, or one who is always in the association with the Lord's name, form, qualities, etc. Such association is always desirable. It is worshipable, it is praiseworthy, and one may accept it as the highest goal of life. Hmm. So association is very, very much important. Hmm. Because it says, well, there is a saying, tell me who your friends are, and I will tell you who you are. Yes? So association is very important. If we want to make progress in spiritual life, then we should associate with like-minded devotees or those who are inspiring, very inspiring because of their activities. Activities of the devotees are always concerned about the nature, how to please the Supreme Lord. Unlike the materialist, that means those who are attached to enjoy the material energy with the senses to the sense objects, then they are very detrimental in making advancement spiritual life. So there's only two things, either material life or spiritual life. There is nothing in between. Hmm? There's no gray area. If you want to become a devotee and then at the same time trying to enjoy the material energy, it will not work. Similarly, if you want to enjoy material life, but at the same time you want to pursue spiritual advancement, it will not work also. So, for those who are determined and convinced to get out of this material world, what's, what are the things that they should do? Obviously, they have to make themselves disciplined, make themselves determined that spiritual life is my goal. My goal is to go back home, back to Godhead. And devotees are the best association to be if one wants to make advancement in spiritual life. We understood and learned from the scriptures also that there are three types of devotees: Kanista Bhakta, Madhyam Bhakta, and Uttama Bhakta. Kanista Bhaktas means materialistic devotees. Oh, how is that? Spiritualist, but at the same time materialist, because they are neophytes. Their faith is very shallow. Their understanding of the Supreme Lord is that God is my order supplier. I come to the mandir or to the mosque or to a church, and I will have a very long list, shopping list. I will only put maybe 10 dirhams in the donation box, even though I have so many in my bank account. And I will have a shopping list like a Christmas shopping list. God, I want this, I want this, I want this for my family, for my husband, for my wife, for my children, for my friends, for my loved ones, and expecting that God will fulfill those. Very shallow faith. Prabhupada says that because philosophically they're not very sound, they can very easily swayed. The faith is not so strong that if God will not fulfill their desires, then they will think there is no God. What is this? I'm trying my best. I'm trying to do my very best, and still God is not reciprocating. So this is in the lower stage, lower, not lower, of devotees. Then there is the Madhyam Bhakta. The Madhyam Bhakta means when they come, they're a little bit more philosophical, sound. Yeah, philosophically, they know I'm not this body, I'm spirit soul, Krishna is God, and I am his servant. They know who are the envious, they know who are the devotees, they know who are those who need to be given some help. A neophyte, he thinks he's a pure devotee. Everyone else are neophytes except himself. Hmm. A Madhyam Bhakta, he knows his position. That's why Prabhupada says, love of Godhead begins in the medium platform. Madhyam platform. And Prabhupada says, don't remain in the Kanista platform. Don't remain in the neophyte platform. At least come to the Madhyam platform because you can distinguish. Hmm. And then there is the Uttama Bhakta. Let me see from here. The Uttama Bhakta are very special. Why is that? Because they're engaged 24 hours every day in Krishna consciousness, even though they themselves, they don't consider to be a devotee. Have you ever met such a devotee of the Lord? Huh? We were talking about that also this afternoon in Ajman. There are three types of Vaishnavas also. The Kulinagram devotees, when they met Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu during the Rath Yatra, they asked first, who is a Vaishnava? Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, anyone who utter the name of the Lord at least once, he is a Vaishnava. Vaishnava means devotee of Lord Vishnu or Lord Krishna. There is no difference between Lord Krishna and Lord Vishnu or Lord Narayan. Of course, Krishna is the source of everything. Janmadi Asayataha. So the next year, they ask again Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is a Vaishnava? Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replies, a Vaishnava is one who always uttering the holy name of the Lord, always chanting Hare Krishna. So they went back again to their hometown, Kolina Gram. And then the next year they asked the same question to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Who is a Vaishnava? Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Vaishnava is one, as soon as you see him, will immediately remind you of Krishna. So again, there are different levels of Vaishnavas. Pure Bhakta is like that. Uttama Bhakta, Mahabhagavat, like Srila Prabhupada. He never considers himself. Whenever he has been praised, whenever he is being glorified, he will always give the credits to Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. He doesn't take all the glories himself. He always praise his Guru Maharaj. And he will even consider all of his disciples as his spiritual master. So there are different levels how we can associate. The best way, though, is to associate with like-minded devotees. Because it's very rare to find a pure devotee. Let's say you don't see them, a pure devotee of the Lord, you don't see them every day walking in the street of Abu Dhabi. But you can find like-minded devotees and associate. There are 6 loving relationships that one can have with the devotees. What are they? Yes. You offer prasad, serve prasad, you give gifts, accept gift, you reveal your mind, and also accept the advice. How many of you are doing that? Some devotees, they just want to eat. They don't want to serve. Am I correct? Yeah, when it comes for prasadam time, they'll be the first one in the row, sitting down. But actually, if you serve the Vaishnavas, Sometimes you will feel already full, even if you don't eat. Ah, how is that? Because the bliss, the joy of serving is unparalleled. You cannot compare that to anything else. So the duty of the Vaishnava is to always serve the Supreme Lord or his devotees. A Neophyte devotees, he always think I should be served. Yes, I am due to be served all the time. Sometimes he may serve, but then he will serve grudgingly. He will serve, why do I have to do this? But let me show that I'm serving. So at least by showing, maybe, hopefully, soon, hmm, it'll come from his heart that I want to serve the Vaishnavas. So for those devotees who are lower than us, it says we should give our compassion to them. We should be kind to them. We should help them. Hmm. And for those who are more advanced than we are, then we should serve them. Hmm. Ask pertinent questions. Tadvidhi panipatena pariprasnena sevaya upadakshantati jnanam jnaninas tattvadarsina. One should uh, inquire and serve submissively. Inquire from them, serve them submissively, because they have realized the truth, then they can also reveal or share the truth. So this is very, very important. Let me see if I can find some more of this uh, notes that I have. Oh, yes, one must be very careful, especially when dealing with devotees, because there's what you call Vaishnav aparad. We should not be judgmental. We should work cooperatively. We should try to care about others. Vaishnava parad is compared to mad elephant offense, hatimata, because the tendency of a conditioned soul is that he is always one to criticize or blaspheme. The main reason for this is because of one's envy. When you are envious of another person or another devotee, that means you are proud. They go together. And if you are proud, you think you are superior. And when you are superior, there's no way that you want to serve. It goes like that. So, Hatimata says in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Hatimata offense is like an elephant, even a baby elephant goes to a garden, a very beautiful garden with so many flowers and plants. And as soon as the baby elephant goes through the garden, then the whole garden will be destroyed. So we may be wanting to make advancement, but then we are judgmental and we are seeing the previous faults of the devotee, or even right now, it's like, what is that? The needle. The needle is criticizing the sieve. Oh, you have so many holes. I only have one hole, but you have so many holes. But each and every one of us has some useful things that we can do, right? A needle is needed if you want to sew. You have something to repair, some kind of torn, you need a needle to do it. Or if you have the sieve, you know, you want to strainer. That's what it's called, strainer. So many holes, but it's needed also. Even the rug before entering our home is needed. One may say, oh, this is full of dirt. What is the use of this thing? Hmm? And we may say, oh, because the rug is comprised of like horizontal and vertical. So let me take this out. This is dirty. Oh, this is also dirty. Oh, this is also dirty. This all. What's gonna happen? No more rug. Then you enter your ashram with dirty shoes. Then your whole house will be dirty. So we should value each and every devotee. Another story, just like that squirrel and Hanumanji. Yeah, Hanuman is saying, "Oh, move, move! I'm carrying a very big boulder on my shoulder." Then Lord Ram noticed this, and he told Hanumanji, "Why, Hari, Hari? Why are you stopping him from serving the Lord? He may be able to carry a few grains of sand, but he's doing it sincerely." So we should be very, very careful in dealings with the devotees. Very rare. Um, 8,400,000 species of life, 400,000 are in human platform. In human platform, some are civilized, some are uncivilized, and among civilized, so-called civilized, hmm, how many are devotees? In the material world, very rare. Prabhupada says we are offering something to them which is very, very valuable. It's like we're offering them diamond. But how many are ready to pay for genuine diamond? Diamond from the diamond mine, not the diamond that's been created in the laboratory. Or broken pieces of glass. How many can afford? And when one criticize or blaspheme a devotee, the devotee who is beyond the bodily concept of life, he never gets affected. Who feels the pain? Krishna. Because within the heart of the devotee, the Lord resides. Yes? And within the heart of the Supreme Lord, the devotee resides, and within the heart of the devotee, Krishna resides. Reciprocally. It's like that story of who? Ambarish Maharaj and Durvasa Muni. Yeah? Durvasa Muni got offended because Ambarish Maharaj, he broke his Ekadasi fast. It's like today is Ekadasi. Every time I come here in Abu Dhabi, I'm always like having this observance of Ekadasi with Rasa Raj Prabhu. It's very auspicious. So he broke his fast because actually Dwadasi is more important than Ekadasi. If you don't break your fast at the right time, then the whole Ekadasi observance is a waste. It's like tomorrow is about 5:35 till 10 a.m. If you, let's say, even 1 or 2 minutes, you go beyond, then all of your Ekadasi is not fruitful. So Ambarish Maharaj, to break the fast, Nirjal, is to take some water. But Durvasa Muni became upset. What is this? I'm a visitor and he's supposed to wait for me before eating. You're supposed to be like that, right? If you have guests, you should eat the last, not that you will eat first. So he created the demon, and the demon ah, was killed by the chakra of the Lord. But then the chakra followed Durvasa Muni up until the Vaikuntha planets. And Lord Narayan was asked, please help me. I said, I cannot do anything. You better go and ask forgiveness to that devotee whom you have offended. A devotee of the Lord, he never gets offended. But we should not take advantage of this. We should not. This is very, very important. He says in the purport that even before Durvasa Muni asked for forgiveness, he's already been forgiven by Ambaris Maharaj. So we should be very careful. We all belong to the same family. There is no such thing as us and them. We all belong to Srila Prabhupada's family. We may have different spiritual masters. So why? Why is that? That we are not able to contain ourselves. There is this one astrologer in Navadvip. The devotees, disciples of Srila Prabhupada went, is a very famous, very, very popular, very good astrologer. So they showed a picture of Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada, just by looking at him, you can tell he's not an ordinary personality. So this astrologer is very sharp. And as soon as he saw the picture of Prabhupada, he says, this personality is the one who can build a house in which the whole world can live in. This is where it came from. We've heard of that before, right? He is the one, Prabhupada is the one who built a house in which the whole world can live in. We all belong to the same family here. So we should try to appreciate the word, appreciate each and every one. This is the materialists, they don't appreciate each other. No, because everyone would like to become number one. They don't want to become number two. In spiritual life, even the one who is the last, Krishna sees more than the one who is in the front because he is equal to everyone. Samoham sarvabhutesu name dvishosya. Priya, everyone is dear to the Supreme Lord. The Supreme Lord is dear to everyone. Yeah, everyone is dear to the Supreme Lord. So we should not take it for granted. Life is very short. We should try to eliminate this envious mentality. We should try to appreciate each and everyone's effort, everyone's contribution towards the opportunity to serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In the spiritual world, everyone is pushing each other to get closer to Krishna. In the material world, everyone is pushing back. You go behind me. But everyone would like to go in, right? No, in the spiritual world, no. Everyone trying to push each other. Especially they want to have Radharani to get as close as much as possible to Krishna. Do you think the gopis, they want to go first? No, of course, that is a different rasa. In Sakya Ras, the cowherd boyfriends, they want to go first. Because they see Krishna as equal with them. They will even jump on the shoulder of Lord Krishna. No, we cannot do that. We cannot do that. Our mood is that of always a servant. Of the servant, Gopi Bartu Padakamalayor Dasha 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 Anu Dasha. Our mood is that always of being humble, always being respectful. Just like Sudama Bipra. You've heard the story of Sudama Bipra in the Krishna book or the Bhagavatam, chapter 80 and 81 of the 10th canto. Sudama Bipra, he is a classmate, maybe even a roommate of Lord Krishna in the Gurukul. He's very poor. In the Gurukul, you have a choice. You can go home, back to mama and papa, and become grihasta. So, but he is so poor. They don't have anything to eat practically. Then the wife told Sudama Bipra, why don't you go and see your friend, your old friend? I've heard he became a king now in Dwarka. But Sudama Bipra, he was very hesitant. Yes, I will go, but I don't have anything to offer to him. This again, loving exchanges between friends. It's like when you go to the mandir, when you go and see your friend, you should always also have something to offer. Maybe not to him directly. If the friend has deities, bring some flowers, bring some fruits, or at least give some sweet words. So Sudama Bipra, due to humility, he doesn't want to go, but he was pushed by his wife. Now, to bring something, because the wife, she's very, very devotional also. She wanted to have Sudama to bring something for Krishna as a friend, loving exchanges. So she begged food, four directions, north, south, east, and west, from the wives of the Brahmanas. And maybe those Brahmanas also are not so affluent. At least she got one handful of cheap rice from each direction. So total, she had four handfuls of sweet rice, and she tied it in a cloth and she gave it to Sudama. Now Sudama Bipra, when he reached, there are three gates leading to Dwarka. In Vaikunta, how many gates? Huh? Seven. You remember that story of Charkumaras? They're trying to enter Vaikunta to have darshan of Lord Narayan, and they were stopped on the seventh gate by Jai and Vijay. So there are three gates, it says, going, leading to Dwarka. He was able to cross two gates. Now the third gate, the chokidars, the security guards, they were about to stop Sudama Bipra. But far, far away, Lord Krishna was with Rukmini Devi, and he stood up immediately because he noticed, this is my friend. He wanted to see me. So he stood up himself and he practically ran towards Sudama to greet him. And as soon as he was ushered inside his palace with Rukmini, because there are 16,108 queens, that means there are 16,108 palaces. And that's not including other buildings in Dwarka. He led him to his seat. This seat is only meant for Lord Krishna. That is a seat of the master. So everyone was astonished. Who is this guest. And immediately also, Lord Krishna asked his servants to bring some water to bathe lotus feet of Sudama. And Sudama, his clothes are completely torn. Maybe some holes in there. It's like, who? Kolabecha Sridhar. Kolabecha Sridhar is in the same position. He will sell banana products, banana leaves, banana cups, banana flowers, everything about bananas, and he will give 50% in the worship of Ganga. And he won the heart of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He won the heart of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu because of his humility. Similarly, Sudama Vipra is so poor, but then they talk about their pastimes when they were young. They got lost while Sandipani Muni asked them to fetch some wood. Hmm? And it was like in the middle of the night and there was rain and so on. And Sandipani Muni himself, he went to see where are they. The guru is always concerned about the students, the disciples, their welfare, both materially and spiritually. To be a spiritual master is not that easy. And Srila Prabhupada has so many disciples. And his disciples, Srila Prabhupada's disciples, have so many disciples. Tens and thousands of them. Some of the disciples of Srila Prabhupada, it takes gallons of blood to make a devotee, and it takes hundreds and gallons of blood more to maintain them. So now, Lord Krishna asked, because he is abhigya. What abhigya means? Omniscient. He knows past, present, and future. He knows everything. He knows even what decision we are going to make. But he doesn't interfere. That's why he is God. One may say, oh, why not Krishna want me to, he should make me a devotee now. Oh, why, what's stopping him from making me a devotee? Of course, we can have this minute independence or free will. And we can make a decision which is not proper or proper. But we are responsible for all of our actions. So now he knew that he has something there. Chip rice. What is chip rice? Poha? Yeah? This is not a very expensive food. No. Usually those who are impoverished, they like this. Chip rice. They want to have chip rice. I like chip rice also sometimes. But it's not good if your sugar is high. So, in any case, he wanted to ask, I know you are hiding something for me. What did you bring for me? Oh, I didn't bring anything. Actually, it's not worth for you. So, what is the most important here is our love and devotion. Krishna doesn't what offering will be. So when we associate each and every devotee, it should be genuine. It should be genuine. It's not that I want to give you so much, but there is no love and devotion there. Krishna will not accept. Krishna will not accept. It's better than it's very meager, as he says, Patram Puswam Palam Toyam Yomi Bhakcha Prayachati. This is the only verse from the Bhagavad Gita that was repeated in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Usually, the verse from Shrimad Bhagavatam is repeated in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Yeah? Or Chaitanya Charitamrita, maybe repeated also in the Shrimad Bhagavatam. I've never read any sloka from Bhagavad Gita repeated anywhere else except in Shrimad Bhagavatam. Same sloka, same verse, Lord Krishna spoke to Arjuna because they're friends. Relationship is there. Now, if there is no care, if I don't care about you, there is no relationship. And Lord Krishna also cared about his friends, Sudama Vipra. So there is rasa, there is relationship. If we cannot develop love towards each and every devotee, we cannot say, I love Krishna. That's like Prabhupada says, if you love me, love my dog. Yes? It's like an example was given. Oh, you're walking in the street and you met a very rich person and he's walking with his dog, and then you pat the dog. Oh, nice, cute dog. Very friendly dog. You know who will break down, whom you'll be able to win his heart? Is the master. Is the master. Oh, he likes my dog? I like him also. So it's the same thing. If we cannot have good relationship, associate with the devotees properly, then Krishna will not be pleased. Just like I mentioned earlier, one who says he's my devotee, he's not my devotee. But one who says he's a devotee of my devotee, he is my devotee. So it's easy. This is a secret of success in bhakti. If we develop our love towards our spiritual master and to also to the devotees, serve them. You got nothing to lose. You have everything to gain. Pure devotional service, loving service towards the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Let me see else what I can see here. Is there any question or comment so far? Huh? Any questions? Any comments? It's 9 o'clock. I know tomorrow you still have some work to do. Any comments? No comments? Anything else you want to say about devotee relationship? Yes, I've heard Abu Dhabi devotees are very good in asking questions. Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
My question is, as you mentioned about being genuine in relationships, and we are living the devotees try to be genuine. But always the mind was having the duplicitous nature. So, it becomes obvious to self, at least if mind is quite duplicitous. So how do we align with this? How can I become more genuine?
How can I act in such a way that there is none duplicitous in my action? Yes?
Yes.
You see, Sudama Vipra, what is one of his best quality is simplicity. Simplicity means non-duplicitous, non-pretentious, no double face. It's not that when I see you and when I turn my back to you, I'm a different person. Prabhupada says Krishna consciousness is easy for the simple minded and it's very difficult for the crooked minded. A materialist is like this, crooked minded, always thinking of something, what's in it for me. I will not do anything unless I have something in return. In bhakti, it is not like that. In bhakti, I will do anything and everything for Krishna and his devotees. I am not expecting anything in return. In the neophyte stage, yes, I may be expecting some reward. But a genuine devotee, no, he will just do his duty. He will do it out of love and he will not expecting anything. If Krishna reward me, thank you. If Krishna is not reciprocating, thank you. That's why we should always remember Krishna in terms when we are triumphant and even when we are not able to get what we want. So we have to give up our false ego. Always remember that I am a servant of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The loving exchanges between the devotees, respect must be always there. One should consider himself always this verse that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says in the Siksastakam, the third sloka. Trinadapi sunichena taroriva sahishnuna amanena manadena kirtanena sadahari. One should be more tolerant than a tree, more humbler than a blade of grass. The blade of grass is already on the ground. How can you be more humble than that? Or the tolerant, now it's very hot here in UAE, 45 degrees today. Hmm? And it will increase more, isn't it? And the tree doesn't tolerate, doesn't protest. In Vrindavan, the trees also extreme winter, extreme hot. They don't protest. Even if you cut them with an axe, they don't protest. One should be always ready to offer respect to others and not expecting any respect for oneself. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly. So we should always remind this ourselves. And Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami also says that we should wear this as a necklace, strung it around our neck to remind us. Even my Guru Maharaj, he told me always be respectful. He probably seen something in me that I am proud. But this instruction is not only for me. This instruction is for all of us. Always be respectful. Always think oneself really that we are nothing. Of course, that is not Mayavad thinking. We are something, but we should not be proud like a pauper. The opposite of humility is that, yes, being proud. It says pauper is, even a pauper is proud of his penny. Nowadays, if you go to Vrindavan and you give 1 rupee, sometimes some of these paupers, they will throw it back to you. 10 rupees. If you give coins, we were doing parikrama. Some of these kids, they don't accept coins. No, they only accept paper. So for us, whatever we encounter, whatever comes into our life, we should accept it as mercy of the Supreme Lord. And again, we will not make further advancement in Krishna consciousness if we don't know how to treat other devotees properly, genuinely. In the beginning, it may be a show, okay, but eventually it'll come naturally. It's like, who wants to bow down? Have you seen the materialist bowing down? No, no. But everyone bows down to the Pope, right? But the Pope bows down also. He is the Pope. He is like one of the most powerful personalities in the world. Everyone will take his hand and bow down or kiss his hand. But the Pope also will do it. Look at Lord Krishna. He is the king, but he washes his friend's feet. A poor brahmana, materially, is like not worthy of. So if we learn how to serve lovingly, respectfully, how to associate with the devotees, it is the most powerful, says here. Prabhupada says, association with devotees. I think something is wrong here. Association, there you go. Association with devotees is the most powerful process for beginning and sustaining devotional service. Without such association, advancement is not possible. Remind this again, okay? Remember this. Association with devotees is the most powerful process for beginning and sustaining devotional service. Without such association, advancement is not possible. So we should learn how to cooperate, work together in unity. Because this is most pleasing to Krishna. Most pleasing. It's like the parents, he wanted to see his children getting along with each other. If the children are not getting along with each other, then it pains the heart of the parents. Oh, just now, I remember. It's like if there's no unity, no cooperation. Prabhupada told a story of the father who is in pain. Usually, if a person is in pain, the remedy is massage. Yes? So everyone, he called all of his children, but the children are not getting along with each other. But they want to please the father. So everyone came. Some they're massaging the legs, some they're massaging the knees, the thighs, the abdomen, the arms, the head. But massaging, they're fighting with each other. So what happened? The father is more in pain than before because they're fighting with each other, and while they're fighting, they're not really massaging. They're hurting the body of the father. So again, unity must be there. Prabhupada says also, your love for me will be shown how much you cooperate with each other after I am gone. Because he knew. Prabhupada says also, nothing can destroy our movement. No external thing can destroy our movement. It is from within. Because if we don't properly appreciate, there is no unity, there is no cooperation, there is no loving exchanges. Relationship is breaking down. This is how our movement will be destroyed. Hmm? But it's amazingly, according to the study, that after 25 years, when the leader of an spiritual institution is gone, the whole institution also is destroyed. But our movement is 50 years old, over 50 years old. And Prabhupada says this Krishna consciousness movement will be going on for the next 10,000 years. So, how is that going to happen? It is because amongst all of us to cooperate in unity. Prabhupada says this unity is the greatest threat to our movement. Was that? Divided we fall. Together we stand. Divided we fall. We must tolerate and serve together despite differences. Tolerate, tolerate, tolerate. The more one makes advancement in Krishna consciousness, the more tolerant he is. And Prabhupada's tolerance, there is no bottom line. This is what he called Trinadapi Sunichena. Our spiritual master tolerated us. We're all neophytes. Not even neophytes. We're just becoming a neophyte. But he tolerated us. Otherwise, how will we make advancement in Krishna consciousness? Look, in the very beginning, Srila Prabhupada will cook. Where do you see a spiritual master of the whole universe cooking for the disciples? Train them up. He's very patient. If he did not do that, we will not be here today. We will be lost out there with thousands of people walking back and forth, even right now, looking for sense enjoyment. We will not be here. I will not be here. I will not be coming to Abu Dhabi and meeting all of you who came from India. What am I? We don't have anything in common. You all have the same one thing in common. You're all from India. I'm not even from India. Because of Srila Prabhupada, because of our Guru Maharaj, he gave us this benefit. He gave us this mercy. He gave us these blessings. Srila Prabhupada. So we must be very careful not to offend any Vaishnavas. It can ruin our spiritual life. And this is the number one in the Nama Aparad that we must avoid. To criticize the devotees who dedicated their lives in the propagation of the chanting of the holy name of the Lord. Number one. But higher than that is Guru Ninda, because the Guru is the embodiment of all the Vaishnavas. And to disobey the order of the spiritual master, that's the number one. The number one order or instruction coming from the spiritual master is to chant our rounds attentively without any offenses every day. If we cannot do that, everything else will fail. At least we should try. Don't forget to not to chant your rounds every day. You say, "Oh, Maharaj, I'm so busy. I have so many things to do." Number one complaint of the Grihastas, No time. Is that correct?
Yes.
I didn't hear some. So you're, no time. But you're busy with working, isn't it? So I hope someday also you will go and retire and go back to India and do your bhajan, not always be in bojan. That's okay. That's temporary. Grihastha life, they have license for sense enjoyment. But Grihastha life means a life where you will learn how to become detached materially. This is very important, most important. We have one devotee now who went back to India. That doesn't mean he'll just go there and relax. No, he will continue. So plan yourselves ahead of time, save some Lakshmi, put aside your children grown up, they went to university or school, they all got married. Hopefully, that's the time you'll go back. Go back home, back to Godhead. Okay? Anything else?
Vishnu,
Yes, Prabhu.
thank you, Maharaj, for the wonderful lecture. So, can you give us some practical tips, applications, how we can attract new devotees to come join this movement?
Be the best example that you can be. Example is better than precept. What is the good of your talking if you are not doing what you're saying? You should walk your talk. When they see that you are very sincere and you are a good example, they will be attracted to you. They want to be like you. They want to always be with you. But if you are, again, duplicitous, pretentious, who will follow you? How are you going to? Purity is the force. Mm. Purity is the force. You have to do. You have to do what you are saying. Yeah. Practical. It's like the doctor who says to the mother, "You come back after 2 weeks." She came with a child, very hyper. She came to the Kabiraj. Kabiraj ji, what to do with my son? And they come back after 2 weeks because so hyper. Sometimes there's always one hyper child always coming back and forth while the while the discussion is going on. So the Kabiraj says, "Come back after 2 weeks." And after 2 weeks, the mother asked the Kabiraj, "Kabiraj ji, what is the solution for my child? He's very hyper. He cannot sit still for 1 second." And the Kabiraj says, "Don't give him any more sugar. Reduce the sugar." Well, you could have told me that 2 weeks ago. Why are you telling me now? Oh, well, 2 weeks ago, I also eating sugar. Right? So if you say something, you have to do it also. Walk your talk. Be the best example. This is the same thing for your children. If they see you're going to bed early and you are doing Mangal Artik, doing your sadhana, they will also get consciously, even though they're still young, it'll be imprinted in their consciousness. Uh, and give your time to your children as well. Not just work, and no time. I know one devotee here in Abu Dhabi, he was saying the same thing. He only has one daughter, and the daughter complained to him, "Hey, Papa G, why you not spending time for me? Why don't we go out?" And that's true. So how can you teach your children? You have to give your time to your children as well. You have to be balanced. Of course, you want to make money for sustenance for your family, but they need your time as well for them. Personal touch is more important than anything else. Yes? Any other points or question? Vaishnava relationships are spiritual, not material. This is genuine. There's no superficial thing here when we associate with devotees because we are concerned for each other's welfare. We're not concerned about how can I take advantage of you. My concern is how we can help each other grow and make progress in Krishna consciousness. In the material world, in the corporate world, forget that. that will not happen. Not possible. I want something from you, that's why I'm trying to help you. In bhakti, no. I don't want anything from you, but I want to help you if I can help you. This should be the mood. Should be the mood for everyone. Prabhupada says, real Vaishnava dealings are based on the soul. It's a soul platform, not the body. We must learn to see the spiritual position of every devotee and serve accordingly. So we hope that, yes, one day we'll come to that platform that we will see each other in the soul platform. And therefore, the result will be Prema Bhakti. Okay? Any other points? Shukriya. Thank you very much.
Maharaj ki jai. Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you very much, Maharaj, for a wonderful insights.
Hare
And
Krishna.
it's on this very nice topic, which I feel it gets lost from time to time, devotee care and devotee relationships. So thank you so very much, Maharaj. Some point which I just noted from Maharaj's class, very nice as a takeaway, that if we cannot love the devotees, we cannot love Krishna. Very powerful point for at least for myself to work on that. By serving the spiritual master and devotees, one can progress in his bhakti. So we all want to progress in bhakti. Everybody, everywhere, whenever we ask people, they will say, Prabhuji, please help us, bless us to progress in our devotional service bhakti. So by serving the spiritual master and the devotees, one can progress in his bhakti. Association is the most powerful process, and without it, progress is not possible. So very nice insights. I'm sure many of you must have taken the notes on that point. Important is to cultivate and practice it. So we humbly seek the prayers and blessings of Srila Prabhupada and our wonderful Guru Paramahansa that all of us cultivated and deep relationship among each other. Thank you so very much, Maharaj.
Thank
So
you.
very much.
Bahut dhanyavad.
And tomorrow there's a Mangal Aarti program at Chinmay Prabhu's home, Chaitanya Prabhu's home, just next to the Lifeline. Lifeline is there. So one building after Lifeline, Chaitanya Prabhu building is the Advanced Travel and Tourism building. So Mangal Aarti starts